Phobias. Phobias are often understood as irrational fears of objects, of people, and of situations. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I have a phobia. To be specific, I have a pherophobia, a fear of snakes. And it is for this just one small flaw that I've been mocked and ridiculed all my life. When I was growing up, in the many hand-to-hand combat battles I had with my brother, all he had to do was, "Shera, there's a snake behind you," and I'd be swinging from the fan. He used to enjoy that a lot. When I was in high school, a couple of brats stole a lab specimen of a snake from the biology lab and carefully uncapped it and ungutted it. When I turned around to talk to them, I was met with the beady eyes of a half-decaying, rotten viper with its fangs drawn. I fainted, hit my head. I don't remember much of school after that. But what I do remember is that the humiliation that followed when that particular news article appeared in the news magazine of school. When I grew up and I started work, I went happily with my colleagues on a trek. And here I was, happily posing just next to a very large anthill, when someone very silently crept behind me and said, I jumped, fell into the river that was flowing beneath, captured on camera. That photograph I hear still adorns the hall of my office, even though I no longer work there. And of course, there were innumerable times that my friends used to throw pieces of string, rope, and rubber tubing just to relieve the boredom, and they used to place bets on how long will it take Shera to fall over, or how long and how loud can she scream. Yes, I have a phobia. Like many other people, I have a phobia. I'm absolutely terrified of snakes. But does that mean that I should be mocked and ridiculed all my life? Are people with phobias not human beings? Don't they have feelings? When we are cut, do we not bleed? I began my statement today by saying that phobias are considered irrational. But I ask every one of you in this room to just consider this. Phobias are not irrational. For sufferers, they are the manifestation of a deep psychological trauma that gradually gets ingrained in their personality over time. And if only you took time off to understand the reason why a person suffers from a particular phobia, I'm sure all of you in this room would agree that it's best not to make fun of it. My phobia, I can pinpoint, started on the 4th of June 1986. I had gone to attend a wedding at my mother's ancestral home in rural Bengal. The ancestral home, like any other ancestral home, was an old rambling building right in the middle of a heavily wooded area. It was the peak of summer, humid, and everyone had retired to bed after a long day of hectic wedding celebration. Mosquitoes were buzzing happily in the air, and people were sleeping on mats on the floor under mosquito nets. I was 8 years old. I was sleeping with 16 people I didn't know. I was hot, I was bothered, I couldn't sleep. And as I was tossing and turning, on my 15th toss, suddenly a strange smell of damp rotten leaves just hit me. As I looked up, I saw on the window frame something that resembled a human face. It was dark. I thought I was hallucinating, so I closed my eyes for a bit. When I opened my eyes, I just saw that the fist had become larger and it had 2 eyes on it. I was horrified, and gradually I saw the fist move down, followed by a very long cylindrical body. I wanted to move over and wake up my mother who was sleeping right next to me. I found that I couldn't move a muscle. All the muscles in my body were tense. Yet they were paralyzed. I wanted to open my mouth to scream out to people sleeping in the room, "Wake up, there's a snake in the room." I couldn't even get my mouth to form the words. Meanwhile, the snake just slithered slowly down, hit the ground, and started moving. It kept going longer and longer on the floor, and it felt like its tail would never come. I wanted to close my eyes, thinking that this nightmare would pass, but I found out my eyelid muscles were on strike. All I could do was lie and watch as the snake gradually slid along the ground. Everyone else in that room was sleeping, and the snake just wasn't bothered about the snoring. It just kept moving slowly, slowly, slowly. And the smell kept getting stronger and stronger. My stomach sent signals to my brain that I want to throw up. My throat muscle said, sorry, we're on strike. The snake kept moving, slithering along, in between the sleeping mats. And all I could do was look. Gradually it passed just inches from my nose, went near the door, flattened itself against the door, and slowly slithered out. I was 8 years old. The next day, my cousin discovered a 5-foot-long snake skin in the abandoned couch. Ever since then, whenever I see a snake or see something that resembles a snake, my muscles turn stiff, I become paralyzed, and the smell of damp, rotten leaves hits my nose. I can't do anything for about 5 minutes after that experience. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, now that you know the story behind my phobia, would any one of you want to ridicule me on that? Thank you.